Hey there, cats and kitties. I am the Blues Man, Johnny Blues, and this is going to be a brief little review for the Matthew Vaughn directed, Bryan Singer produced X-Men First Class. And what a friggin' awesome movie. I'm somebody who was away from comics for 2 decades. Straight out of childhood, I loved Super Friends and, Spider-Man cartoons as a kid. Comic books seemed like the natural progression. And it wasn't too long after that I kind of fell out of love with it. It was multi-issue story arcs. It was becoming a fad after the death of Superman and things like that. So I went further away from comics and much more into my movie buff side. Filmmaking and just movies in general really became my love. To sate the fanboy side of my nature, it was really down to comic book movies like this. The Bryan Singer X-Men films are among the highest favorites that I have. Even the third Brett Ratner film, and I'm sort of, leaning toward the mindset that is in certain mindset circles. That third one is a little bit better in certain aspects. A little more fast-paced, a little more spectacle, whereas the first two films in the franchise are much more stoic and they take their time to get where they're going. This film seems to me to be a clever meeting ground between those. It takes its time in certain aspects, but there is a lot of spectacle. And that's not to say that there isn't an intriguing story. There's a very intriguing story in this film. Basically, it's pre-X-Men. We're looking at Charles Xavier and Eric Lenscher before they become Professor X and Magneto, respectively, and what their motivations are, what their goals are in the world. Lenscher's a very, hurt man. He's been hurt by this cat, Sebastian Shaw, back during World War II when he was a boy. Shaw shot his mother, and it's very much a journey of vengeance for him, whereas true to form, Professor X is more about trying to be peaceful, trying to do right in the world. And I think it's very interesting that the character arc between Lenscher and Shaw, especially, because Shaw is very much the sort of pre-Magneto Magneto in this film, even down to the helmet. He has the helmet. And I didn't think Kevin Bacon was going to be that big a role in this film. But of course, it also has true to, mutant X-Men storylines, with Mystique, trying to find her place in the world, that whole arc between her and Beast. And, it's just a multi-layered, fascinating movie and really, really well produced and well directed, in my opinion. I can't say enough good things about this film. Just very excited to have finally seen it. And I love, certain snippets of the score from Henry Jackman, the Magneto theme especially. It's like the main theme throughout the entire film. And I have to agree hands down with something I heard not too long ago. Somebody was reviewing the film and said, if this was what the third Star Wars prequel was like between Obi-Wan Kenobi and Anakin Skywalker, people wouldn't have been complaining about those prequels. And I gotta say, I really agree. This is the effective way to tell that type of story. Hands down. Great, great movie. If you haven't seen this, you have to check it out. And otherwise, that's all I have to say on it. So I hope this video finds you well, and that'll be it from me. So I'll catch you later. Peace.